Thank you. It is such an honor to be here today and have the opportunity to illustrate why a vast group of women and men from Hollywood, we are 42, and around the world felt the need to create and support We Do It Together, a non-profit film production that will produce movies by women, about women, but dedicated to everyone. This is the first time that something like this happened. This is the first time that we do it together. But why? Why we're doing this? Because of the limited ways women are portrayed in the media all around the world and how this affects our culture and contribute to create even more gender inequality. Nowadays, we learn and spread culture through screens. So it is extremely important what type of content we as filmmakers produce. A study reported in Variety magazine in 2015 shows that most common female roles are girlfriends, wives, and or mothers. Usually the girlfriend or wife isn't particularly clever, but extremely beautiful, and more importantly, much younger. The mother instead is usually a victim. In 2015, only 14% of protagonists in top grossing films were women. That means that 86% of stories we are telling in movies are about men. They become the society heroes, leaders, and eventually our much older husbands. The cultural power of a society lies in its diversity. We Do It Together wants to produce more stories about women like Malala, Erin Brockovich, Frida Kahlo, Luisa Spagnoli, Rosa Parks, just to mention a few, or the ordinary story of a woman that goes through the challenges of life. Because when we watch these movies, men and women are not only entertained, but they feel empowered. And when in a society you stimulate the sense of empowerment, society evolves. But why hasn't this happened yet? Very simple. Because men run the entertainment industry. Since 2002, the numbers have changed slightly, but only for the worse. A study made by the University of Southern California states that among the top 100 films of 2014, women only accounted for 1.9% of directors, 11.2% of writers, and 18.9% of producers. Put it differently, only 2 women directed across the top 100 films of 2014. Only 28 women have worked as directors across the top 700 films from 2007 to 2014. In 2014, no female actors over the age of 45 performed a lead or a co-lead role. If women are not hired to create content in movies, how can story about women be told? So what is the solution? We Do It Together, our 501c3 nonprofit production company, has decided to take action and produce movies with women, about women, but for everyone. This unprecedented model will allow us to have access to money from governments, grants, foundations, sponsors, and private donations. The fact that its structure is a non-profit allows us to reinvest the profits, creating a revolving and self-sustaining system. Our ultimate goal is to create the first non-profit studio with international branches. We all know that when we change the way we look at things, things will change. It is 2016, and women are still the biggest minority. In Argentina, a woman gets murdered every 30 hours due to domestic violence. 133 million women alive have undergone female genital mutilation. 1 in 3 women worldwide experience sexual violence and assault. There are presently 19 million women slaves. Globally, 66 million girls are not sent to school. Something is wrong with the values of our society. Something is wrong with the culture worldwide. This is not about women's rights. This is about human rights. Each one of us is responsible. Each one of us needs to contribute in order to change this barbaric culture. As a filmmaker, I take full responsibility, and together with our prestigious and international board of directors and advisory board, have decided to take action and create a movement through movies with the ultimate goal of shifting the cultural paradigm. We Do It Together is convinced that one day the parity between men and women will be the rule and not the exception. Only together we will create a new culture where men and women will be considered equals and will finally have a gender-bright society. After all, we are all human beings, and therefore, if we can dream together, we can make it together. Thank you very much.